What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Fugazi MMA back at it with another video, right? So the other day I uploaded this video, slopping topping off walking Buckley, right? And I'll go to sleep. The morning after, I wake up and I see a video from I think it was Bedtime MMA, Bedtime MMA, dude. What is going on this dude's channel? UFC fighters I was wrong about, and that's kind of what I was doing with my video. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do that as well. Let's start with Mr. Pantoja himself, Mr. Nut Hugger, right? When he fucking choked the fuck out of Perez, I was like, this dude is a monster. And when he slugged it out with Moreno, I was like, man, this guy's fucking good. So when we were going into that Royval fight, I was like, man, this guy is going to be a problem. He's going to smash Royval, right? And he didn't really destroy him. He got 2 rounds of cardio. I thought he was some like divisional great, but really he's just slightly stronger, and he got a big heart and a solid chin. That's about it, man. And I could see him reigning over the division, right? But the real fighter that I was sleeping on, right? Brandon Royval. I didn't believe in him against Moreno, man. And I think he had a decent performance against Pantoja, even though Pantoja definitely won, right? Royval was piecing him up with his 1-2s. He was just fucking slamming him into Pantoja's face. Unfortunately, this is flyweight. Bro has no power, right? Keep in mind, this fight with Moreno right here, that's short notice, man. That, you know, it was originally supposed to be Amir Albazi. So, gotta give props to Mr. Raw Dog. Even though I just don't like him, man. Like, this guy, he's not, I don't know, something about him, he's just funny to me. Next, we got Henry Cejudo. When he was coming back from retirement and he was fighting against Aljo, I was really, like, believing in him, man. But it turns out he's too short, he's too old, and he shouldn't have fucking retired. And he most definitely shouldn't have unretired. Drink some water right there. Drink water, everybody. Stay hydrated. Yeah, man. I knew he was going to lose against Marab, and yeah, he's just a salty little small man, right? Mr. Old Head, Mr. Has-Been, and I thought he was going to be something. He wasn't. Moving on, man. Lerone Murphy, right? I know I was not the only one that was sleeping on him against Barboza, right? This is a recent one. He beat the hell out of Barboza, even though it was a pretty, you know, like basic, fundamental type of performance. He didn't do anything crazy, but he looked good. He looked better than he's ever been, right? And Barboza isn't somebody that's, you know, too easy to take out, right? Even though the game plan to beat Barboza is there, right? You just got to pressure him correctly. And also Barboza is a declining fighter while Murphy is obviously on the up and up. Yeah, man. This guy, I fuck with him. I want to see him move up the division. Maybe catch like a Arnold Allen and Giga Chikadze loser, you know? Anyways, move on. Lightweight. It's simple, man. Max Holloway, we know what he did. I watched live. I went crazy. And I'm not even going to talk about this one. Joaquin Buckley. Yeah, man. I just wanted to reinstate that. I mean, like, I see him doing good because he's developing a wrestling game, right, that will help him against, like, the top grapplers of the division, right? And he's got decent striking. I think the Burns call-out is a favorable matchup, and I think he would beat Burns at this point, probably by decision, though. Unless he gets one of them, like, the same kind of a TKO against Luque. It's possible, right? It's weird how these Brazilian fighters, like, that were, like, dogs once are just not dogs no more. But it's going to be an era I miss, man. Those archetype of fighters are my favorites. Moving on, Jared Cannonier. Crazy opinion, right? It might be a hot take. I think he would beat the fuck out of Dricus, right? I think he's a bad matchup for Dricus, and this is why they not give him the title shot, man. Yeah, man, he's only looking better. I think he's gonna smash Imavov. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be very disappointed. He is old, and he's been fighting for a little bit. You know what I mean? 17-6, and he can get like 38, right? I don't even know, but he kind of old. I think he's definitely on fucking EPOs. How the fuck do you throw 200 shots at fucking Marvin Vittori's face for him to not get knocked out, and you look better every single round and grapple too? Like, what's up, dog? But I think he's a good matchup against Dricus. And I think he did beat Sean Strickland, right? So if Izzy loses to Drakus, which I don't think will happen, I think he would actually win against Drakus, then I don't know, man. I don't know how this guy would do against Izzy. I think it'll be like similar to the first fight. Moving on, Jamahal Hill, man. And I was wrong about him in the way that I thought he was gonna actually do a little better against Pereira. I thought, you know what, his power is actually a thing, and he's actually a decent fighter, and I think he would be, not beat Pereira, but be like a threat to Pereira. I thought it was gonna last like 2 rounds, but no. Jamahal Hill, he's a bum. I guess the Roundtree fight is off as well. I think he should try, if he wants to like be a contender, get like an Anthony Smith. Call out Anthony Smith on social media. Talk about him. You know he'll take that fight and win that win, right? But don't take that Yuri fight, even though I love that matchup. It's a great matchup. If you're Jamahal Hill's manager, you would say, get Anthony Smith. Because Yuri, you know what I mean? They both took damage, so the turnaround isn't crazy. But Yuri, I would favor in that sort of like wild situation where it's like a crazy switch up. Yuri's a wild card, and I think he would beat Jamahal Hill at this point. Moving on, man. The final man of the hour, the meal deal himself. Look at this fucking guy, man. Shamil Gaziev, the blob himself. You know, Loki, I thought he was going to beat Rosenstrike. I really did. I bought into the hype train. It turns out he does not do runs, right? If he just did like maybe like a 3 mile run for this training camp, maybe like 3 1 mile run evens, like, you know what I mean? Anything, he probably could have did something, but unfortunately, he was too busy eating cheeseburgers, right? Just look at this dude's face. He's a cheeseburger man, right? Look at this guy, man. Like, he's just a cheeseburger guy, and do some, like, jumping ropes, come back, catch like a bum, another fat dude, and win a boring decision, man. But yeah, it's been your boy, Fighters I was wrong about. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.